Well, every year for about 11 days, I get to bring out this white oak, this curly white oak and sapele tool chest for woodworking demonstrations that I do at our local fair. The rest of the year, it sits right here in the shop, but in this video, I want to show you the chest. I want to show you what I put inside of the chest, what I carry with me, and why this once a year tradition really matters to me. So what I have here is a curly white oak and sapele tool chest. And I made it a few years ago, like I said, in order to transport my tools from my shop to this fair that I'm involved with. And you can see here that I've got a tray on the inside that is also dovetailed on the corners and has a spot for chisels and various marking tools and whatnot. And then you can look in on the inside, and we have little spots that I've created for various hand planes, as well as a little area to stick my hand saws and that sort of a thing. The corners of this box, hand-cut dovetails, all on these various corners. The top is a frame and panel with this sapele on the inside, and that's able to move back and forth with the seasonal wood movement. I kept even something like this bark area right here, just leaving it a bit natural, and a lot of folks who have seen the box through the years have really enjoyed that. But I will say, the box itself was a bit of a bear to do. When I was working on these corners and working with curly material like this white oak, it's hard anyways, obviously, but then also adding the curly factor, the dovetails were definitely a bit more difficult than if you're just using nice straight grained wood. But what I want to do now is I want to start putting tools into it and show you where things go. So as you can see on the inside, I have all of the essentials for all of the hand tool woodworking that I'll do at the fair. I've got my chisels, I got my mortising chisel here in case I need to do any of that. Got my good sharp chisels here for dovetailing and all the different things that they can do specifically. This is a pretty good fret saw overall. At times it's a bit frustrating and the blade pulls out quite often no matter what I do. But it is an overall decent fret saw. And then we have other things like the spoke shave, different marking tools. Here we have our number 7 jointer plane. We have the 5.5 workhorse jack plane, and we've got our smoothing plane in the 4.5. If there's any scrub work that needs to be done, that has a place inside of here as well. And then we have, for joinery planes specifically anyways, we've got this here router plane, just a rabbiting block plane here. In case there's any block plane needs. And then it comes to the saw till area. We have a Rob Cosman dovetail saw, which is really nice. It has this feature of the first couple of inches. It has more teeth per inch than the rest of it, and that helps to get the saw started in the wood, and I do find that that actually is helpful. Having had other dovetail saws, that is a nice feature. Then here we have the Lie-Nielsen crosscut saw, and then we have the Lie-Nielsen tenon saw for any time we need to cut the cheeks on tenons. Now, you might be wondering what I am doing specifically when I'm down there, and I'm really working on just about anything that I want to work on. I am in a building that we call the Cooper Shop, and it actually is an old building that was used as a cooper shop for many, many years in order to make barrels for various things that they would ship, which was the old way of doing things. Barrels were the absolute way of life. Coopers were needed. And so we have this cooper shop where I do all of this kind of woodworking in. And so people will come through, look at all of the old cooper equipment, but then I'm sitting there doing sort of joiner's tasks that would have been done a couple of hundred years ago as well. Now, as you can see inside of this box, I have all of the essentials that I need for really anything that I like to do. But this is really always a wonderful time of year for me to be able to take out this box that I made several years ago. It's a little bit of a liturgy of my year. It's a rhythm of my year where I come every August to this moment where we fill up the toolbox in order to bring it down to the fair. And I like to bring everything down for a couple of reasons. Number one, you never know what tool you're going to need. And so I like to fill up this box as much as I can. But then also it's really neat for other people to see the tools, and it reminds them of the old days. It reminds them of another time and a place where people used to use their hands for building things. And for a lot of people too, it reminds them of going into their grandpa's shop and they see his old Stanley hand plane, or they see his old chisels laying there and how grandpa used to use them for his various tasks. It's a really great part of my year where we can be down there. I can be doing this sort of hand tool woodworking, show people the old ways, and hopefully answer any questions that they might have. So hey, if you're ever in the Central Maine area, you can check us out at the fair. I will be posting during that week as well. I'll be posting different shorts of different things that I'm doing, as well as some of the woodworking projects that I'll have going on down there this year. So write down in the comments if you're going to be in the area in the next week or two, and maybe we can get together and talk some shop. And so this chest really is at the center of it all. It's where I reach for all of my tools. It's where I store them. It's where I keep them safe. It's where I can keep them out of the rest of the dust. But hey, it's only used 11 days out of the year. But I tell you what, when I get to take it out, I'm always excited to do it. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions at all about this tool chest. I'd be happy to interact with you about it. But until next time, God bless you, and we'll see you then.